Hey guys, Chris Grant back again for the Keepa Masterclass, and in this video we're going to be going over the Keepa Deals section. I meant to have this to you a little bit sooner, but the Keepa Deals section was down the other day, but it is back up and ready to go, so we're going to go over this here. So what we have here are price drops on Amazon. And that's basically what you get with the Keepa Deals section. Now, a lot of people use this for Amazon to Amazon flips. It's an incredible tool to be able to find these products that are at a low price and then bring them back to market and take advantage of the higher price once the price goes back up. Now, it is a little bit like speculating, and I mean, that's essentially what we're doing with arbitrage anyway. We're speculating that the price is going to either rebound or we're buying the item at a cheaper price, and historically the price has stayed fairly steady, and we can sell at a profit. So there are a lot of people, actually not a lot of people, there are some people who do a lot of Amazon to Amazon flips. It's a great way to grab some inventory. It's especially profitable in Q4 because prices change all the time and products go in and out of stock. So we're going to go over this this section of Keepa before we dig into the data section, which is where we're going to spend the brunt of our time. So what we see here is we have two different views. We can look at this as a table, which is how I have it set up now, or we can look at it as product boxes. Now, I like the table view myself. And I think this is just the easiest to be able to see more information. Now, typically, what I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to be looking for Amazon deals. If I'm doing an Amazon to Amazon flip, I don't want to buy from a third party because if there is an inauthentic claim or something like that, I want to be able to show that I purchased this from Amazon and not from Bob's Toy Store, because they may not, typically, will not accept an invoice from Bob's Toy Store, even though you bought it on Amazon, because they cannot guarantee that Bob's Toy Store sourced this product in an ethical manner. So that is one thing I would suggest. Two, if you plan on doing Amazon to Amazon flips, I would suggest that you get an Amazon business account. The Amazon business account will allow you to get some cleaner invoices, which will be helpful if you ever have to show authenticity or anything like that. And you get free shipping. I can't remember if it's $45 now or if they've lowered it to $35, but you do get free shipping at a certain point, because if you're doing Amazon to Amazon flips, you want to make sure that you are not using any of your Prime benefits. Now, are you going to get in trouble if you do it one time? No, probably not. I know some people who have done it for years this way. However, Amazon terms of service specifically state that you cannot use your Prime membership to flip products. Okay, they're not for resale. So we've got our view as we talked about. Now we want to choose our deal type. We're going to be going over Amazon deals. Okay, you can choose new or used. You can choose them by sales rank, collectible, and all these others. But I specifically want Amazon for Amazon to Amazon flips. Now we can limit the drop interval to a day, a week, and we should see some extra items come out here. We can go out a month as well, so we can see a month here. And we can go out 3 months, or we can do all. Now, I would, if you're going to be looking for things to flip immediately, I would keep the timeline shorter. But a month is not going to be bad and probably give you a fair amount of information. Okay. You can select your ranges. So I have this set up to show me anything with a drop from 40 to 100%. We can drop this down to 20, and it's going to fill up with some extra data here. Okay. But I want to make sure that it is profitable as well. All right. So I'll go ahead and leave that at 20 for now. The drop range, I have it set from $0 to $95. You can put that up to greater than 100. as well, and you might see a few more items pop in there. Probably not in toys. There's probably not a lot of things that are dropping $100 or more. Then we've got our price range. So if you don't want to flip anything that's over $500, I can certainly understand that. You could bring this down to 75 or 50, or I'm going to knock it down to 93, and we can see it doesn't really change much of anything in toys. But if you're doing some flips like on electronics, this price range would definitely matter. Now, the other thing you can do is you can do a min and max sales rank range. So right now I have the minimum sales rank at nothing, and I have the max sales rank at 500,000. So this is only going to show me toys that are have dropped 20 to 100% over the past month that are being sold by Amazon between $0 and $93 with ranks of 0 to 500,000. Well, all on the minimum is really going to be 1 to 500,000. Okay, and we can also use a rating if we want to. I'm not going to do that here. For toys, I wouldn't really be worried about that, but if I were flipping shoes or clothing, I would probably want to use some rating here to make sure that that I was getting things that didn't get a lot of returns, or at least had a lower chance of being returned. Now, the other thing we have here is we can apply filters. So if we want to see just the lowest ever, we can choose that, and we can see items here where they are the lowest ever on Amazon. We can show the lowest new offer, whether it's out of stock, if if it has an Amazon offer or no Amazon offer, must have reviews. This one's not necessarily a bad idea, just because you can only pick products that have reviews and you know that it's probably sold at least once. Is Prime exclusive? You're definitely not going to want to use that if you're going to be doing Amazon to Amazon flips, because Prime exclusive would be using your Prime benefits for a flip, which you can't do. You can filter out adult items if you want to, and then we can sort. So we can sort by the percentage of the drop. So you see I have this set for the percentage of the drop, and we have it set to a month. So you'll see these numbers are a little bit bigger, and it's the 30-day drop is 54, 51, and that's the way I have it. You can click this again, and it will sort from the lowest, so 20%, all the way up to that 54%, I believe is what the largest one was. You can do it by the drop, so this will actually give you how much of a drop was there. So 25, 12, 10, etc. It goes by the dollar amount. It, of course, will be opposite if you flip that sort button the other way. You can sort by price, which, of course, is pretty self-explanatory. We've got the highest price. Let's see. Actually, let's see where the price is. The current price is $385. So we've got this going from lowest to highest, it looks like. Actually, that's probably the buy box price is what this is sorting by. Let's scroll it over here. Oh, that's third-party FBM. We need the buy box. Buy box. There we go. Now we've got the buy box price here. We can see that it goes from lowest all the way up to highest. Okay, and then the last one, we've got the newest. So we can see the items that have dropped most recently. And then we've got sales rank as well, of course. So we can go from the current sales rank is 2108, and then it goes up from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this at the percentage, and it's going to go from highest to lowest. And then what we can do is we can figure out if this is going to be a good flip or not. So what we can see here is that the 1-day drop is 0%. The 7-day drop is 55%. We can see that the current new price is $22.18. 1-day drop looks to be 7%. 7-day, the current third-party FBA is $24.59. So this would not be a good flip because we can see that the current list price is at $59.99. So it could be a good flip, but we need to look at the buy box price here. Buy box 22.18 is current. We'll keep scrolling over a little bit. eBay, it's going for 25. Okay, so we've got all that information. Then what I like to do is I like to actually pull up the graph. Okay, so we need to click on this image here, or click on the link there. And now what we can see is we can see that this actually might be a good flip. So we can see that historically over the last 3 months it's been at 53.48, although the buy box has always been down here at the $25 range. So Amazon is kind of coming down here and undercutting everybody a little bit. Maybe they saw that everyone was able to get this so inexpensively, so they cut their price. So this one, not so great. And that's basically what you do here. We can look at this one as well. Looks like their price has been $19.82. Right now it's at $9.72. And what we could expect is if we get it for that $9.72, we should expect the price to go back up. However, you can see here that at $11.45 it wouldn't be profitable at all. So this would be something that I probably would not speculate on. If we go out a little bit further, we can see the price isn't up there at $19 very often. Okay, so this is basically what you need to do to figure out whether or not it would be a good Amazon to Amazon flip. This Funko Pop Santa Claus, this one actually might be interesting. We can see that a lot of times it's in here at this $7 range, but Amazon seems to go in and out of stock pretty regularly after January. So my guess is you could probably grab this particular item, and then up here it'd be at $10.93. It's not really profitable, but if Amazon was clearancing this out for something like $2, it would be profitable at that $10 range. You're going to find a lot more items in things like shoes and clothing, okay? Clothing, shoes, and jewelry. You'll find a lot more items that are flippable in places like here. You can also find some more in electronics. And essentially what you can do up here at the top is you can have it show all, or you can go down to a singular category. So what we could see here in automotive, there's 402 items here to look at. And we can see that right now, it looks like the current buy box price is $1. Let's open this up here. Yeah, $1. And oftentimes it's around the $7 range when Amazon's in stock. So this might be something that would be flippable. And we can see Amazon was in here at $1. Let's go back out a year. It doesn't look like Amazon's in stock a ton of times. FBM here was $4.89, so this could be something that's interesting. It looks like it sells on a fairly regular basis, but this would be something I'd easily spend $5 or $10 on and see if I could get it to flip over, once Amazon is out of stock. If we look at the statistics on it, we can see the average price $157 over the past 90 days. So this would actually not be something I'd look at. But you just keep going through these, and that is how you find Amazon to Amazon flips manually. Of course, you can use things like tactical arbitrage to make it a heck of a lot faster, but if you want to do manually, a lot of people still do them manually. You can find them right here. So that's really all you're going to be using the deals section for. Of course, you can, if you open this up, you can also track the product if you want. So if you find something that maybe isn't a good flip right now, but would be a good flip later on, you can set yourself up these Keepa alerts, and those Keepa alerts would basically be kind of, back in my sales days, would be a tickler file of stuff that you could get notified on when it might be a good buy. So I'm definitely no expert at Amazon to Amazon flips. I've done, I don't know, probably 50 or 75 of them. They're just not my favorite. However, they are a way that a lot of people make a fair amount of money. So that's basically how you do it. That is what the Keep a Deal section is all about. Next up, if you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comments below. Next up, we're going to be getting really deep into the weeds in the data section because there is a ton of stuff to go over there. So I'll see you guys in the next video.